Welcome to Green Machine Football. I am John Rowley along with Bob Pettit in Streator, Illinois for this 8th game of the season for our Maple Leafs here at Streator. And Streator in their red uniforms, white pants, and red helmets across the way. And they have about half the school out there in the marching band, it looks like, doesn't it, Bob?
It's quite a performance we've just seen here. Critical game for the Leafs. Streator comes in at 0-7, but the Leafs need a big win tonight.
Certainly do here at Streator. And the sophomores were victorious in the preliminary game. The Green Machiners were won by the score of 22-0 over Streator here in the same field. And Geneseo brought a nice crowd here this evening. A long trip over to Streator here this evening, but Geneseo faithful make the trip and probably match up head-to-head with a number of fans over in the Streator sidelines.
Appears that Geneseo has probably won the flip and deferred, or Streator, if Streator won the flip, they decide to receive. Either way, the Leafs will kick off here to start the opening half, and Streator will get the football. Obviously, a lot of confidence that they're going to get a stop here and see if we can get this thing started on the right foot.
Streator comes in with an 0-7 record on the season. And two games remain in our season for both teams. Geneseo with a record of 4-3. Looking to win out here the next couple of games. Sawyer Claus will handle the kicking duties here for the Maple Leafs. So they have their white jerseys, their road jerseys. Yellow pants, yellow helmet.
Weather's feeling finally a little bit like football weather.
Certainly is.
We thought August was going to stretch into the playoff season, but a little cooler tonight.
Little breeze on our back, going straight across the field.
Pretty dry, looking for a good night.
Claus has it teed up here. They're waiting for the referees to get the clock set. Something here in this far sideline they're looking at. Maybe the headsets, I don't believe the headsets weren't working for the Geneseo sidelines. And they're still not working.
Now the clock's set. Players are on the field. I think everybody in the stands has their popcorn,
Ready to go.
Skittles. I don't know what else we could need.
I believe that is the case. I believe there is some problems maybe with the headsets on this near sideline.
Maybe the...
That's all I can imagine.
Yeah, maybe the officials are supposed to be mic'd and they're not working. No.
Well, that may be it too.
Probably not. I think we have a kind of a cornered market on that deal.
Yep. All right, now we're ready to play. Nothing seems to have changed. Geneseo kicking off. Sawyer Claus has it teed up at the 40-yard line.
The other thing that changed is the officials finally got ready.
There we go. Waiting for the opening kickoff. Here's a signal by Claus, and he approaches the ball. Nice high kick's going to come down at the 18. That ball's live. Streator picks the ball up. He's on his feet. He's going to break free out into the open. Got one man to beat. He goes over the 40. It's a foot race down towards the 10-yard line. He gets knocked out of bounds by DeCap at the 7. Again, that so often happens when the ball's muffed by the returner, and everybody kind of collapses in on top of him. And that's what happened that time. He broke out and took the ball back to the 7 or 9-yard line, looks like.
Ball hit the receiver right in the foot. It looked like the Green Machine had it surrounded to the point where they almost could have got the ball, and he just squirted out of the middle, and he was off to the races.
DeCap takes him down right at the 10-yard line. Be first and goal from the 9, they'll call it. Geneseo comes up with a straw hacker in the middle, the nose guard. We'll set it as a little clearer who's who out there. Second man through is going to get the ball, number 34. Gets inside the 5-yard line. Tackled by Straw Hacker.
Straw Hacker on the bottom, Barons on the bottom. And this is quite a challenge for the Leafs here,
yes,
or they're going to find themselves in an early hole down to the 5-yard line, 2nd and 5.
Streator comes to the line of scrimmage. Ball sits right in the middle of the field.
Rowley just checked out of the ball game.
First man, second man through is going to get the ball. Stops short of the goal line at about the 2, maybe a 3-yard line. Rowley checks back in this time. We'll set some of that defense up front. 79 is Greg Strawhacker in the middle. He's flanked on the left side by Joe Huffman, the senior, 6'4", 240. And on the right side is Brian Johnson, the senior, number 66.
That's Mitch Miller checks out. Just mixing up the defenses.
The ends are Rivera.
Bringing an extra linebacker in, and when they bring the deep back out, now they switch that off again.
3rd and 3. from the 3-yard line. Flag's thrown on the play. Ball goes in the end zone, overthrown, incomplete in the end zone. There was a flag on this near side.
It was not a dead ball foul, so it's going to be an opportunity here. It's going to be against Streator. This might be the break the Leafs need here. Oh, no.
No, Geneseo sideline warning.
Sideline warning against Geneseo. So the play's going to stand.
So, yeah, incomplete pass. It'll bring up a 3rd and goal from about the 4, we'll call it. 10:33 left in this first quarter. Streator takes the opening kickoff back to about the 10-yard line.
But it is 4th down here, so it's
right. That's right.
This is the big 4th and 4. Leafs can stiffen up here and
start all over here.
Start all over. Great opportunity, packing it in tight.
Streator at the 4-yard line. Flag's being thrown again. I believe
we can't.
Offside, somebody calls in the near stands here, right over, or offside by
a procedure.
Streator, so marches the ball back to the 10-yard line.
It was kind of a scary thought that there could be a sideline infraction after the warning, but
not listening.
I don't know how that could possibly happen, but fortunately it is against Streator, and it's going to be.
It's called 4th and goal from the 8. From the 7 or 9, it looks like more the ball's sitting out there.
Yeah, I thought it was on the 3, and now they moved back to the 9.
So Geneseo's defense.
It was 4. It was 4th and 4.
Yep.
So it's 4th and 9.
Here we go, big play. 2 receivers go out wide right side. Going to be timeout. Going to be called by Streator.
Streator brought the opening kickoff down to the 7-yard line, and they've regressed in the 3 downs to the 9-yard line. So it's 4th and 9. And so they're going to call timeout and see what they got. Probably a great opportunity for them to try to open something up and put the ball in the air. Or try something wide. They have not made a lot of ground up the middle.
Streator's 0-7 on the season. Might as well pull out all the stops now at this point, especially when you're in the opening couple minutes of a ball game against Geneseo. You might as well do whatever you want to do. Want to try to do.
They're averaging about, I think they've scored 40-some points on the season, I heard, and so they're averaging about 6 points a game on the 7 games, and a lot of those are in the 4th quarter. So this would be a little bit of a change of pace for them to take the ball in the end zone. The Leafs are, to this point, in the first 3 downs have been up to the challenge.
Let's try to set more of that defense out there. I believe we also see Cameron Panicucci on the field at that 1 tackle position. Straw Hacker in the middle, Brian Johnson on near side tackle. Ends are Rivera along with Daniels. Going to drop back the pass. JJ's incomplete, short of the touchdown. It'll be.
He did receive. It is complete.
It is a completed pass. Geneseo takes over on downs at about the 2-yard line.
It's on about the 2-foot line.
Closer than that? Yes, it is. So Geneseo dodges a bullet there. Will come on with the offense to open up their first possession of the game.
The receiver was actually totally uncovered, but the ball was thrown wide, and he had to dive to catch the ball. Otherwise, if that had been a better thrown ball, he could have strolled into the end zone. Leafs, bottom line is Leafs hold.
A long field for them now. They start 1st and 10 from about, like I said, their 2-foot long line. Daniels brings them up to the line of scrimmage. Schneider, the quarterback.
99.5-yard touchdown right here.
10:25 left here in the first quarter. No score on the board. They look to take that ball up the middle. Scrum going to get the ball out to about the 5-yard line. Now the whistle's blowing.
Really a slow whistle.
On the carry that time was Burris.
Very slow whistle. Ball on about the 4.5-yard line, so he picked up about 4.
Seth Daniels at the center position, flanked by Brian Johnson, number 66, and Jared Burton on the left side, number 73. Also on that left side is Joe Huffman, number 70, and J.J. Rivera, the tight end. The right side is Brian Johnson, Connor Luxmore, number 77, at 240, and Drew DeCap at the receiver on that right side. Schneider, the quarterback, Burris, the fullback, Mitchell Miller, and Derek Mitchell in the backfield. And a flag's being thrown by the referee. Illegal substitution by Geneseo. Will march off half the distance to the goal line. Didn't catch that.
Coach Johnson wants to know what's going on. Now he's gonna talk to Snyder.
Just no continuity or flow to the game yet, is there, Bob? Just had several penalties, sideline warning.
The ball, so far, both series have been played within the 7-yard line.
Field here
inside the 10-yard line for sure.
Here at Streator runs north and south. Schneider looks him over, the sophomore quarterback. Second down. Looking to go up the middle, gets the ball out over the 5 to about the 6-yard line. On the carry is
he's a little short.
Mitch Miller. Bring up 3rd and long for the Leafs.
Yeah, he's back to about the 4.5-yard line again. They had taken the ball out to the 4-yard line, and it was a half a distance to the goal penalty. Had to bring it back out to the 4 again, so it's 3rd and good 6.
No score on the board, 8:47 left in the first quarter. We'll come up tight formation. Derek Mitchell, wing back on the right side. 4 down linemen, 4 Streator. Convoy out in front of him this time. On the carry for Geneseo.
Got it.
Going to be close to the first down as he stretches out for the ball.
Very close.
At the end there. On the carry was Mitch Miller.
Ooh. It's going to depend on the spot here. It is very close.
First down, they got first down. Move the ball out to the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 Maple Leafs.
Picked that up by about a foot.
Second effort there, last at lunge right there at the end.
He was hit hard right there, just right on about the 10-yard line, and he bounced off of that and lunged for that extra yard, picked it up by about a foot. Nice job by the Leafs. Now they got just a little bit of room to walk. Down there on the 2-foot line, that's tough territory.
Yep.
You don't want to, you can't afford a fumble there.
Double wing set for the Leafs, 1st and 10. Going to keep the ball outside. Derek Mitchell with a carry, going to cut back against the grain, still on his feet, gets the ball out over the 20 to about the 22-yard line.
And that's going to
Derek Mitchell.
That's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he might pick that one up again. We got the yard markers moving before the official tells them.
They're going to move it and call it.
And
they've already moved everything.
They've already moved. The officials are standing. The officials are standing there checking it out, and of course they're Streator employees, so that's okay.
The down markers were already moved before they had a chance to look at it.
The official was looking at it to see if it was a first down, and they moved.
1st and 10 for the Leafs.
So the official shrugged his shoulders and pointed first down. It's too late now. Love it.
21-yard line. Looking for a little room outside.
He's got
going to bounce outside. Mitch Miller going to be over the 35 to the 40, inside the 40, down the 45-yard line. He gets out of bounds right in front of us here. Geneseo bench. And I believe there's a late hit on the field.
Derek Mitchell got up and said, "Oh, what was that?"
A train hit him from the backside.
Yeah, that's got to be.
Well, they're going to call it on. No, they got the wrong way. Okay, it is on Streator, yes.
Pointed the wrong way once.
It was right here in front of us. We had a referee that last week too, didn't they? Couldn't decide which way they wanted to point. So a nice run that time by the Green Machine as they got outside the containment. And Mitch Miller took the ball down to the Geneseo 45-yard line.
In the end, it moves into Streator territory at the 40. Going to be 1st and 10 at the 40, and the Leafs are moving like we expected them to.
They moved the ball back 5 yards, back to the 46-yard line.
The fans are trying to figure out exactly if these guys, you do have to be able to count to 10 here.
1st and 10 Leafs right here in front of us. Derek Mitchell goes in motion, gets the ball, gets a little seam in front of him. Mitchell's out wide, gets around the corner. He's going to be inside the 30. Snyder with a nice block, gets inside the 20-yard line, goes Derek Mitchell.
I love to call these linemen name out when they throw a nice block, but Luke Snyder just leveled the guy. Sprung that thing open for Derek.
Snyder, the quarterback, leads the convoy through that hole, busted open for Mitchell. 1st and 10 as the Leafs move the ball down to the 20-yard line of Streator here in this first quarter. No score on the board. 7:16 left in the first. That was a 25-yard run by Derek Mitchell.
Linemen are opening up huge holes. Just gargantuan holes to run through, and this is what we're hoping for and expect. This is what the Leafs need.
Tight formation that time, and Burris takes it right up the left side of the offensive line, picks up maybe 5 on the play. Exactly 5.
Nice holes over there on the left side again. Burton, Huffman over there on that far side. Seth Daniels in the middle.
Michael Daniels brings a play in for the Leafs. Open up the game. We kicked off to Streator, and they returned the ball back to the Geneseo 10-yard line, but Geneseo put up a stand and stopped them from entering the end zone. Took over on possessions. Now they're marching the ball down the field at the 15-yard line of Streator. Second man through is going to get it that time and tackled immediately.
Whoa! There was a flag on the far side, and the official threw the flag into the
coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, it looked like he was throwing it at him.
What's the indication?
I don't know, but he was throwing it in the direction of the Streator coaching staff for some reason. I don't know exactly what that was.
Another sideline warning.
Another sideline warning.
Well, it's
he's got one of those little pebbles in there, you know, that.
Yep.
I think it drilled the coach over there.
8th game of the year, you got to reinforce that a little bit, that sideline stuff.
3rd and 5.
Your first team, Mitchell finds one, cuts back against Graham. Mitchell's going to maybe inside the 5. He's close to the goal line. Goes Derek Mitchell off that left side once again.
First down plus plenty. Left side. Blew a nice big hole. We're getting a good line search here.
Yes, they are.
Blew a nice hole over there. Derek just kind of picked right through it. Picked up about 10.
First and goal from the 3.
Picked up about 12.
5:45 left in this first quarter. No score on the board as Geneseo's under opening possession of the game. And they'll come up to the line of scrimmage. Daniel brings them up. Daniels
started on the 2-foot line. This could be about 99.5 yards.
Tight
right
formation.
Here.
Full house backfield. Going to give it to Mitchell. Give it to the workhorse. They brought it this far.
Oh.
He's going to be close, but not in. He's going to be, this near side referee decided not to mark it. He wandered in there towards the 1-yard line, and he walked back out.
Had a different officiating crew for the sophomore game, thinking, I'm not sure why. It's very rare that they do that, so they had a split crew. I found that out from some of our fans because this officiating crew was eating while the sophomore game was going on at a restaurant uptown here.
Oh, really?
I think he got thrown for about a 1-yard loss on that play. So
caught 2nd and goal from the 3. Looking for a sweep play, got an opening. He's got to get in that time. Mitchell, touchdown, Green Machine.
On the left side.
Be the 5th call to the Roma's Pizza every time Geneseo scores a touchdown and win a free 2-topping pizza, a large 2-topping pizza. Live broadcast viewers and listeners only, must be redeemed within 1 week. La Roma's 944-6171.
Got to give Huffman and Rivera some nice credit over there. Throwing some nice blocks. That was a hole you could drive a truck through.
Yep.
Or worse, a bus. I think that's who we use. Trying to give them a plug.
Thought they were a sponsor or something. PAT is good by Claus to make the score 7-0. Green Machine. But we kind of dodged a bullet there, didn't we, Bob, to open up the game with that kickoff the way it was returned back to our own 10-yard line.
He's actually down to the 7-yard line, and Leafs really stiffened up, did a nice job, did what they had to do. Penalty helped. Took the ball and ended up with the ball on the about the 2-foot line. Took the ball 99.5 yards for a score and leads 7-0. Talked about Streator's kind of lack of scoring early in ball games this year, and that was probably the best opportunity. Yeah. That's a good opportunity they're going to have. Now,
that was an 11-play, 99-yard drive by the Leafs. 5 minutes, 41 seconds of this first quarter. 3-yard touchdown run by Derek Mitchell, and Claus with the PAT's good to make it 7-0.
Always working on all phases of the game, and right now they got to work on this kickoff phase. Got to make sure that they had good containment on that.
Oh yeah.
On that last kickoff, you know, they made sure he didn't get outside, but you know, you got to have that middle covered. Got to bust that middle, block it up solid.
That's a nice kick. Comes down about the 17-yard line. Gonna get around the outside. DeCap has him at the 45-yard line. Another nice return by Streator.
As we just got done saying, John, you know, the containment was really good. Couldn't get outside. No, this time he does get a little outside. And this ball, they're going to have another short field.
Yep.
Not 7 yards short, but they're going to have a 55-yard field.
Ball sits on the 45-yard line of Streator, 1st and 10. Geneseo's up by the score 7-0 on their first possession of the game. Scored an impressive drive down the field. 4:35 left in this first quarter. They run a wishbone formation in the backfield. Gives the ball to fullback up the middle and gets about a yard, if that.
I know we had some changes in the lineup defensively this week, and Zach Alexander was injured, and I think got cleared yesterday, but is doubtful for the game. Landon Hoon has moved into the middle. Is that correct? The safety spot?
More of a safety position. He and Roley will switch on and off back there, giving them different looks. 2nd and 9 for Streator. Stopped him up close and brought down after a short gain. On the tackle there, looks like Daniels and Johnson.
So Daniels fills that outside linebacker spot. That
There's that Barons. That might have been. Didn't pick up if it was Barons. Yeah, looks like Barons on the tackle.
But Daniels out there also, and
right.
I'm sure he was there because that's his side. 3rd and about 6 or 7, right in betwixt.
3:32 left in the first quarter. Get a wishbone formation in the backfield. Full back up close to the quarterback. Back on each side now. He's going to try to get outside. Geneseo's defense comes up and sticks that one up good at the 50-yard line. Geneseo gets up off the pile. Nice hitting out there by a whole host of Geneseo Maple Leafs.
J.J. Rivera, Mitchell's on that one. Barons was definitely on that. Lots of white jerseys busting them.
Now Streator will go in punt formation. 4th and 4.
Kuhn checks out
on the Geneseo 49-yard line.
Dalton Johnson deep along with Roley. Is that?
Yes.
Is that Matt back there? Yep.
Using plenty of time here before they actually kick the ball.
It's deep.
And Dalton Johnson with the return of a couple yards. Nice job catching the ball rather than letting it roll.
That would have pinned Geneseo really deep if he'd let that roll. He probably could have settled for a fair catch, but got the ball, picked up a couple.
So Geneseo's offense comes on the field for the 2nd time this evening at their own 22-yard line. 1st and 10 with 2:23 left in the first quarter. 7-0 Maple Leafs on top here at Streator.
Field position has actually been in the favor of Streator to this point, but 22-yard line is certainly a lot better place to start than the 2-yard line. Leafs have started deep in their territory, both possessions, where Streator has had good field position but not been able to move the ball.
Double wing set, put Mitchell in motion. Give the ball to Burris. Burris, the 3-back's got the carry up to close to the 30. Push the pile forward, down. Going to get a first down, I believe, out of the whole scrum at the 33-yard line. By number 33.
True fullback fashion, they kept those legs driving until people come up behind them and push them a little bit, picked up a couple yards.
Field's getting kind of a spot right now where we're playing a little chewed up out there, it looks like. As you go up the 40-yard line, it looks like there's actually might be some standing water right there.
Very, very muddy. They must have had possibly a lot of rain here, maybe a little more than we had at home. And this looks like this field's been abused this year.
Sure does. That time Snyder keeps the ball, fakes,
and he's in
fullback.
He gets out of it.
He's down the far sideline and gets tackled down around the 48-yard line. To move the sticks once again for a first down for the Maple Leafs.
He was almost tackled deep behind the line of scrimmage and ended up with a 14-yard gain. Actually, just a little stiff arm. The guy tried to grab his sleeve, and Luke found his way out of it.
16-yard pickup that time by Luke. 1st and 10. Gonna go sweep play. Got a little convoy out in front again of Mitch Miller with the carry. Gets the ball over the 50. And they'll bring up a second down for the Leafs. 2nd and about 7.
Johnson and Luxmore over on this side, trying to clear that hole. That was right about over Daniel's back right there. They plugged that up just a little bit.
1:19 left on the clock in the first quarter. From Streator, I'm John Roley along with Bob Pettit. Bringing all green machine action. 2nd and 8. Right on the 50-yard line. Going to drop back the pass. Got a receiver down deep. Is DeCap. DeCap catches. Beautiful circus catch once again by DeCap. Oh, they're going to call it incomplete. He was down on the ground before the ball came out. He couldn't.
That is unbelievable. They're not going to give him that catch. He tipped the ball in the air, caught the ball, brought it down, took 3 steps, hit the ground, and they're going to call that no catch.
The locals don't like that one.
Throw the red flag out there, coach. Get a replay on that one. Ouch. Going to be 3rd and about 8. And that was a catch.
That was a catch. It would have been a first down.
And of course, we're not at home where we get a replay. But,
Nope.
But that was a catch. He took 3 steps after he caught that ball.
Out wide to the left side, goes to Cap this time. Looking for a sweep play. Gonna break it through a corner. Mitch Miller with the carry. First down to the 38-yard line. Nice convoy once again, going up that hole on the outside for the Maple Leafs.
Leafs were not stopped again. Streator has had 49 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Streator has had 2 possessions in good field position, have not been able to move the ball. The Leafs have had somewhat poor field position, starting field position, but have moved the ball kind of at will, lead 7-0 and are driving again.
15-yard pickup that time on the sweep play to the right side for the Maple Leafs. Clock is inside, 35 seconds left in this first quarter. Wide receiver to Cap near side, on the right side. Wingback goes in motion. Look to get that ball to the Cap, give him a chance to run with it. He does. Catches the ball, knocked out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Now stop the clock with 23 seconds left. Geneseo does have all three timeouts in their pocket if they should want to use them here in this first quarter.
That's a good play right there, because obviously if he's covered, he can get out of bounds. If he's not, a one-on-one, one little dipsy-doodle move, and he can get down the sideline on that play. Clock is moving.
I guess being the first quarter, the timeouts doesn't become a factor for us yet, but 7 seconds on the clock to Cap out wide right side. Gives the ball to Burris up the middle, falls forward for a first down inside the 25, down to about the 23, and that's going to do it for the first quarter of action here from Streator. From Streator, the Green Machine 7, Streator 0.
This TV50 telecast is sponsored in part by Studio G Salon and Spa, Hazelwood Homes, Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Geneseo Telephone Company, Phoenix Interiors, Central Bank, Holland & Sons Equipment, Durian Builders, Turpins of Geneseo, Snap Fitness, Vandemore Funeral Home, Hammond Henry Hospital, Northside Rexall Drug, ProTech Auto Body, Crow Ford, Stackhouse Moore Funeral Services, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize these fine businesses and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV50 telecast.
Welcome back to Green Machine Football. I'm John Rowley along with Bob Pettit, getting ready to start this second quarter of action here from Streator, Illinois. Nice trip over here this evening.
4 possessions to this point of the game, 2 apiece. Streator's not been able to do anything with their possessions. The Leafs scored on the first. Second one, they're driving down to what, 22-yard line.
By the 22-yard line. First and 10.
Moving right along.
Geneseo just getting a convoy through those outside holes for the running backs.
Line is getting that nice surge on Streator's defensive line, getting some nice holes, hit that hole quick, and picking up good yardage.
Cap comes out wide left side. Gives the ball up to fullback. I couldn't tell if Schneider still had the ball or not, but Burris on the carry.
Picked up about 6 on first down.
Second and 4, we'll call it. Just underway here in the second quarter here from Streator.
We like 6 yards on first down.
There we go.
That's where we play this game.
Field here at Streator goes north and south. We're heading towards the north end zone.
Michael Daniels checks in with the magic play. Clock ticks away in the second quarter. 11.5 minutes left.
The Cap goes out wide left. Wingback is Mitchell on the right side. Going to go sweep play. Mitch Miller with the carry, looking for a seam, finds something. Going to have a flag thrown.
It's not in a very good place right there, because it didn't appear there was any face mask, so it's probably an illegal block. A little bit of a holding over there. The Leafs are going to get stymied here just a little bit.
Face mask. Geneseo. It was a face mask call. It looks like Brian Johnson and Derek Mitchell had a pretty good block on that defensive end there. They're going to call a face mask in there somewhere.
Offensive face mask.
Don't see that very often.
No, but it's still a no-no.
You're right.
Can't do it.
Did they mark it? They mark anything off?
It's a 5 yards from the point of infraction.
Automatic.
So it's going to be it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Yep.
They only lost 3 yards on the play. They get the down over. So it is not one of those devastating type penalties.
Nope. So we'll come up from.
Got a nice view of almost a full moon over there.
Yeah, there is, isn't there?
Haven't heard the werewolves out tonight.
Now I think there's another stoppage of play on the field.
They're questioning whether they marked the right yardage off. You can tell they are.
As did I.
They only lost 2 yards on the deal, and they're probably
should be almost a 2nd and 10 situation rather than 2nd and 8.
I think they're trying to decide whether whether it's from the point of infraction or line of scrimmage, possibly.
A lot of discussion out there. So what happened?
As I said, we had several Geneseo fans that talked to the officials, saw the officials eating uptown here, and they probably had plenty of time to discuss it at their table. I don't know why we have to talk about it here. It's cold out.
So they marched off another 5 yards against the Maple Leafs, and it will make it a 2nd and 12 situation.
That would be 10 yards from the point of infraction. Apparently.
8th game of the year for both teams. Now they'll wind the clock up with 10:50 left here in the 2nd quarter. Geneseo up by a score 7-0.
Coach Johnson talked to the official and seemed to be satisfied with the answer. Whoa!
Late pitch that time by Schneider, and he's out to Mitchell and gets down a tackle down around the 30-yard line. So a big loss on the play of probably 6 yards. Bring up a 3rd and long for the Leafs.
Snyder almost went down for a loss, pitched it to Mitchell, and did go down for even a couple more, and we're going the wrong direction here. It's going to be about 18 yards for a 1st down here on 3rd. Obviously, I mean, we're down in the 30-yard line area. We are definitely in 4-down territory, but you don't want 4th and 15, so we've got to pick up some decent yardage here.
3rd and 18. DeKalb goes out wide right side. Mitchell's on the same side. Schneider drops back to pass, gets pushed out of the pocket. Now he's looking to run the ball and gets brought down after no gain of the play, maybe a loss of a yard as he tried to scramble back and did not make it. And it'll bring up a 4th down for the Leafs.
He actually gained a foot on that play, but that wasn't what they're looking for. It's going to be, they're going to call this one probably 4th and 17 now.
Rivera checks into the game.
Had some time to look once he shook that first would-be tackler and had a little bit of time to look downfield, but by that time maybe all the patterns were kind of broke and just had to tuck it in and try to get some yardage.
2 receivers is near side. He's going to sprint out the same side. Does Schneider, puts the ball up in the air. Down deep it goes. And nothing called down at the goal line. Incomplete. And Geneseo will turn the ball over on downs.
Hate to say it, John, but I kind of tend to agree with that. It was a good defensive play.
Yep.
The ball was catchable for Miller, but the Streator defender just got his hand up, knocked the ball away, and it was pretty clean play. So first drive of the Maple Leafs end up in a score, but the second one stops on the 30-yard line. Streator's going to get their 3rd possession of the game here. 9 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Up front for the Leafs, Strawhacker in the middle, flanked by Panicucci and Johnson. Ends on this near side would be Rivera. And look to see if he can get outside. Cut back against the grain, and he's going to get brought down there. Nice play by J.J. Rivera to turn that play in.
J.J. took his blocker into the backfield, stacked that baby up really nice, but the hole just didn't get plugged quite quick enough, but he did pick up about 3 yards.
Travis Akers in on the defensive side of the ball for the Leafs, number 81.
Playing that outside linebacker, defensive end
Raschke's
scenario.
out back. Raschke, number 44, is in front of us here in defensive backfield, along with on the far side. Up the middle they go. Does the Maple Leaf, they swarm it. All of them right there on top of the pile.
Johnson, Strawhacker, and Rivera.
Yep.
I saw Rivera pinch in again after making an outstanding play from this side, made a nice defensive play from the right defensive side.
Flip-flop and move them around out back there. Hoon back deep in the defensive backfield for the Leafs. Good to see him back there, full throttle.
It's only fair that they take turns.
There you go.
You know, got to move them around. Give everybody opportunities here.
3rd and 5 to call with 8:02 left in the second quarter. Geneseo's up 7-0. Sweep play. Ball's on the ground. Looks like Geneseo recovered it.
That's recovered by the Leafs.
The Leafs recover the fumble in the backfield.
That's going to be Johnson. Brian Johnson comes up with the fumble.
It looks like the quarterback turned to pitch the ball to the running back, and he wasn't even looking for the ball.
The running back was not looking for that football. He hit him right in the side, and the running back just kept on going. Didn't have a clue that ball was coming to him.
Johnson falls on the ball at the 34-yard line of Streator, so Geneseo will break the huddle this time. 1st and 10.
Geneseo just gave up the ball on downs at the 30-yard line, and now we get it back at the 34, so they only got four more yards to go.
Big fella at the nose guard position for Streator, Doug Schnell, 6'4", 370, right in the middle, right over the top of Daniels.
I thought that was 2 guys. That's only 1.
Counter play this time for the Leafs. Little seam this time for Derek Mitchell.
Oh!
Gets it over the 30 down to about the 27-yard line.
I saw the highlight, the best plays on ESPN in college football this week, and it was played just like that. It was about a 360-degree flip.
Well, it's a 6-yard pickup for Derek Mitchell.
He only had 4 yards before the flip, but he picked up an additional 2 on the flip.
7-0 Maple Leafs on top here with 7:19 left in this second quarter. DeCap comes out wide left.
I wish we had a zoom camera on Seth Daniels' eyes right now as he lines up across from 72. 370 pounds.
Schneider gives the ball to Burris up the gut. Burris just about springs out of there. First down Geneseo down to the 21-yard line.
And you know what? Just because I said that, I had my eyes glued on Seth Daniels. He stood him right up and he moved him about 2 yards off. Made a nice hole for Burris. Pick up the first down. Way to go, Seth.
Nice job up front, fellas.
Had a double team. Brian Johnson was also having a
little help
helping him stand him up a little bit, but nice hole on the left, just on the left side of center.
Burton and Huffman on this near side along with Rivera. Daniels at center. Wide receiver to the right side. Gonna go sweep play. Looking for a seam. Mitch Miller had a seam out in front of him. Gonna be down inside right at the 10-yard line, maybe inside it as he picks up the first down or very close to it.
Nice blocking on the far side. Got Rivera over on that end, and Connor Luxmore cracked down, busted the tackle, moved him about 3 yards. Outstanding blocking by the Leafs.
2nd and inches.
Yeah, picked up about 9.5 on the first down. Can't complain. Oh, they're going to measure it. It's so
real
few
close.
inches that they got to bring the sticks out.
Geneseo already had a play called in the huddle. They broke the huddle to come to the line of scrimmage and saw the sticks coming. Had to go back and re-huddle. 6:33 left on the clock. 7-0. Maple Leafs on top. The game opened up kind of shaky with the Geneseo with a nice kickoff. The ball was bobbled by Streator, and that made our defensemen collapse a little bit, and they picked the ball up, did Streator, and returned it back to the 10-yard line. But we stood our ground there and turned the ball over and marched the length of the field for a touchdown. Did the Maple Leafs, and now we're at just inches, wasn't it, Bob?
He did. I didn't see what the signal was. They usually should hold their hands up, but it's second down and a very little bit.
Now they set the sticks on this near sideline here. It's Geneseo's faithful on this west side of the field here at Streator. Got DeCap, it looks like out wide right.
Now they're going to wind the clock and we get to play again.
Wing back in this near side, it's Mitch Miller. Gives the ball to Burris. Burris finds a nice hole. First down inside the 10.
He got more than inches. Nice hole again, right over the right tackle. Connor Luxmore on that tackle spot. Just rolled right over the top of his shoulder.
Luxmore and Brian Johnson over there.
And the Leafs, again, rolling the football. Sustained drive, ground control, got ball, clock control, ball control.
Gonna go sweep play this time. Mitch Miller looking for a seam, finds a seam, gets it inside the 5 now.
That's close.
For the Leafs.
Cut in, slip.
Just kind of waiting for his backs to throw their blocks out in front of him.
Slipped off a block from Rivera. Rivera checks out. Hoon and Daniels check in.
Out comes Derek Mitchell. Streator does have some big fellows up front there.
Landon,
defensive line.
Landon Hoon, his first game back, ran for 1 yard. It was a touchdown. They put him down in that goal line offense.
This time it looks like Mitch Miller with the carry. Close to touchdown, Geneseo. Green Machine puts 6 more on the board. Be the 5th call to Roma's Pizza every time Geneseo scores a touchdown and win a free large 2-topping pizza. Broadcast viewers and listeners only. Must be redeemed within 1 week. La Roma's 944-6171.
And this week that would be broadcast listeners only. We don't get to televise live the away games. We do that for home games. Just in case anybody's looking for it on Channel 50.
There you go.
Pick this up.
Pick it up later in the week here. Claus in.
Sunday and Wednesday.
Claus on for the PAT attempt. Kicks up. Oh, nice kick. Claus with the extra point to make it 14-0. Maple Leafs with 5:24 left in the clock here in this second quarter.
There's a pole vault pit right behind the center of the goalpost. It landed just beyond the pole vault pit, meaning it was dead center.
So Geneseo, another methodical drive down the field.
Third possession of the game. Second possession had a little bit of a stall to it.
Yep.
They can't throw this far.
I know. Thought they'd throw one of those little footballs up here to me. Or a T-shirt.
I tell you what, Anna Norville's down there. I got a softball player down there. I'll be able to throw one up here. I gotta find her.
So Geneseo on top, 14-0 here with 5:24 left in the first half. That was a 6-play, 34-yard drive, 2 minutes and 2 seconds used up. 3-yard touchdown run by Mitch Miller. Kick was good by Claus to make it 14-0 Maple Leafs.
Got to point out our ball boys again here, Kyle Wise and Sam Thomas. We commented on them last week. And
Claus on the onside. Geneseo recovers on the onside kick. DeCap recovers at the 47-yard line. The Streator player did not play the bounce right on that. It bounced off of him and rolled and rolled and rolled, and finally DeCap.
I don't know that was intended to be an onside kick. It was just kind of a squib that happened to hit that guy in the leg. Was it an onside kick?
Yeah, it was. I think it was, yeah.
Okay, it looked like maybe it was just kind of a squib. We haven't been successful kicking the ball deep on the first 2 kickoffs tonight, and so we're going to try to squib and hit the guy in the leg. He didn't know it hit him, I don't think.
Here's a Green Machine right in front of us. Going to drop back the pass, got DeCap open down deep. It is complete to DeCap. He's still on his feet. He's got to, must have been went out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. Beautiful pitch and catch that time from Schneider to DeCap.
That ball was laid out there right on the money, and he was open by about 3 steps, took it in stride, took the ball out of bounds. Obviously, the clock not a factor. You had 5 minutes and 12 seconds left to go.
Right at the 25-yard line. That was a 23-yard pickup on the pass play from Schneider to DeCap. Over in front of the Streator bench.
This is a great game, a great day to work on everything you need to work on.
Mitch Miller.
Finish this season out strong.
Wing back right side. Little counter action this time to Miller. Picks up a nice gain on the play. Goes it inside the 20 down to about the 20 or about the 18-yard line. Nice pickup on the counter.
First is pickup of 7 on first down. We like that.
Geneseo double wing set. Looking to get around the corner. Convoy in front of him. Puts his head down and gets inside the 10-yard line. There was a convoy in front of him.
Derek Mitchell says, go ahead and try to hit me.
Yep.
They did not do that. They did eventually wrap his ankles and bring him down. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Leafs.
Coach is working on something. He wants them to keep this momentum going. They're not even going to the huddle anymore. Last 2 times they've just called the play and went with it. Burst up the middle, almost untouched. Touchdown, Geneseo.
Couple little arm tackles there, spun him around a little bit, but nothing big. Good blocking up front. Oops.
Be the 5th caller to Roma's Pizza every time Geneseo scores a touchdown and win a free large 2-topping pizza. Broadcast viewers and listeners only. Must be redeemed within 1 week.
Live listeners only. Live listeners only, please. What how many calls
as opposed to what other kind?
Yeah. I wonder how many calls they get on Sunday night on the replays.
I don't know.
But you know what? If they order a pizza, they order a pizza. That's good.
So Geneseo takes it in to pay dirt. 20-0 the score here with 4:16 left. And there's was there a penalty called on the field?
They're spotting the ball. in the normal spot.
Okay, it must
so
been,
they're just having a conversation out there that, they're really into that tonight.
I saw him hold his hands out, maybe just untimed down, as the extra point is not counted towards the time on the clock. Kicks up and good.
Oh, same spot.
Beautiful kick once again by Sawyer Claus.
Dead
21-0. Maple Leafs up on top here with 4:16 left. You better get your hands up and holler for a ball here, Bob.
Leafs have had 4 possessions, scored on 3. Onside kick worked their way last, whether it was an onside kick or a squib kick, it worked
just about 2 minutes ago, wasn't it?
It worked their way.
Green Machine's on a roll.
Actually, it was not even that. I'm sure
Well,
Willis will tell you they
scored
scored with about 5 minutes left the first time, so it's only been about a minute ago.
1 minute and 8 seconds on that drive. 4 plays, 47 yards on the drive. Capped off by a 9-yard touchdown run by Grant Burris. Kick was good by Claus to make the score 21-0 here in the second quarter.
4 minutes and 16 seconds to go yet in the half, and the Leafs lead 21-0. Things are going just the way we wanted them.
And there must have been a penalty or something, huh?
That's probably what the discussion was. There was a penalty, and
that's a big one too. Moves the ball down. The Claus can kick the ball from their Streator.
It was obviously
45-yard line.
Yeah, it was obviously going to be assessed on the kickoff and not
on the extra point.
Not on the point. Half distance to go on the extra point sometimes doesn't help you out that much.
And I didn't catch what it was, and certainly it's not being advertised by the far side PA as far as what it was.
These guys, sometimes they tell you and sometimes they don't hear. They just kind of have a big old huddle and then they just move on.
All right.
As long as they know, that's really important. The rest of us can just guess.
So Claus has it teed up on the Streator 45-yard line. Kicking well, may go through the goalpost. Little knuckleball going down. He'll just go let it roll into the end zone, touchback, and Streator will bring the ball out to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
I like that. That's a good result.
Yep.
Let them start on the 20-yard line, see what they can do. 4 minutes and 16 seconds. See if the Leafs can pitch a shutout here for the first half. Leafs have looked very good on actually all their possessions. They did get stymied on 1 of the 4.
Right.
But of 3 of the 4, they have put 7 points on the board, making it 21-zip.
Sophomores were victorious, but the score is 20-0 this evening also.
Most of their action was in the first half also.
1st and 10. Running back tries to break it outside, gets a little pickup over the 25, so picks up at least 5 yards on the play.
That's one of their better plays from scrimmage thus far in the game. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Scarberry, I believe, on the carry that time.
Line is still Strawhacker, Panicucci, and who's on the far side? That's Burton on the far side right now. Jared Burton over there at the tackle spot.
The counter play. Geneseo wrapped him up right at the point of attack. He falls forward close to the 30-yard line, probably enough for a first down.
Really close to a first down.
Hargrove on the carry for Streator.
They are going to move the sticks. So it's going to be 1st and 10 on the 30 for Streator. The Leafs will really like to pitch a shutout here in this first half.
3:38 left.
Make sure they go into halftime feeling really good about this game.
3:38 on the clock. They send 2 receivers out wide this near side. Rowley on 1 coverage along with Johnson. They're going to go sweep play. And he's going to be brought down after a short gain on the play.
Michael Daniels took him deep into the backfield, had a blocker there. He took the blocker on, but he did make him push the ball carrier deep enough in the backfield that wasn't going to be a big gainer. Ended up being about 1.5 yards.
Nice support that time by Dalton Johnson, number 41, along with Matt Rowley.
Travis Aker back at this outside linebacker spot.
Wide receiver out wide left to the right side of the Geneseo defense. Quarterback going to drop back to pass. Puts the ball downfield. It's incomplete, overthrown. As 2 Geneseo defenders had number 44 sandwich there on the defense. And they had a receiver way down deep. I don't think the quarterback could have launched it quite that far this evening.
It was Reschke and Rowley down there, and they were just kind of tumbling around out there after the play. I'm glad they both got up without injury.
Yep.
The
Geneseo's
Streator receiver just kept right on going, and they bit the dust.
Geneseo's front 3. Big fella set themselves. Akers walks up, defensive end. Gonna look to get outside.
That's
Play
right.
that's what a
Michael
big play
Daniels.
that time. Michael Daniels for a drop of about 12 yards on the play. Read that play perfectly. Nobody touched him.
Similar to what we saw just a while ago on coming to this side, to the short side,
Yep.
and Daniels had a blocker that he was fighting off. This time there was no blocker.
So it'll be 4th down and long. 4th down and 20
A whole bunch.
for Streator.
18, 19.
18 looks like.
It's enough that Streator better punt or they're going to be in trouble.
Geneseo, I believe Geneseo called a timeout here.
2.5 minutes, plenty of time.
Yep.
To get possession and take that ball down there. And that's really something they want to work on. They want to work on that 2-minute drill.
Yep.
Things you got to do.
Got a nice crowd here for Geneseo this evening.
Objective number 1, of course, tonight was to win a football game, but
Yep.
objective number 2 is work on things you got to work on. The season has got a game left in the regular season, and of course, very hopefully, and reason to have great hope, there'll be some playoff games.
Rowley and Johnson go back deep. They'll stand back close to their own 45-yard line. A gunner on each side here. DeKalb's got the block at the top of the screen. Lower part of the screen is Hreshke. Now they kind of move formations around. Put 2 gunners.
Just about got that.
Knuckleball kick. Geneseo has to let that thing just roll out of bounds. It was right along the sideline, and they'll mark it out of bounds at the 46-yard line of Geneseo. 1st and 10. The Maple Leafs will come on the field here with 2:24 left in the first half.
Hard rush there by 81, Travis Akers on that far side. Tried to get his hands up in time. Couldn't quite get it, but he did avoid the punter, so the Leafs take over the football. Close to midfield, within 4 yards. And that's plenty of time.
Yep.
2 minutes and 24 seconds, plenty of time to pick up 54 yards.
Here we go, 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line.
Get to work on their no-huddle offense.
Didn't pick it up with the timeout. White, is that what you said? I didn't catch who that was on. Who called the timeout?
It's probably official's timeout for, with the white glove thing. TV timeout?
Must be. Oh, Streator took a timeout. Okay, didn't see that.
Streator wants to make sure that that they get set. Obviously concerned that the score be 28-0 here going into halftime. It's hard enough to pick up momentum, but that would be kind of a backbreaker.
Sophomores for the Green Machine were victorious this evening. Score of 20-0. The Maple Leaf varsity squad are well on the way that same direction at 21-0 here with a couple of minutes before halftime. DeKalb comes out wide left side for the Green Machine in their white jerseys, yellow pants, yellow helmet, black shoes. Looking the same way. Gets the ball out to DeKalb at the 50. Going to cut back across the field, trying to find some running room. And he gets the ball over the 40-yard line to the 42-yard line as somebody pushes him forward. Nice job for DeKalb once again to catch the ball every time it comes near him. And Geneseo is going to try to go with a no huddle here as they get off the pile and go right to their offensive formation.
Just brute strength by DeKalb after catching the football. Yep. His 6'1", 170-pound frame just ran over about 4 Streator guys.
15-yard pickup on the pass play. Clock is stopped. Now they're going to move it as the down markers are moved. Problems with the down marker on this near side is
he's got a knot in the chain. Are you kidding me?
Not.
Every time you get a knot in the chain, you lose 3 inches. Okay.
There we go.
All right, we got that problem worked out. We're ready to go now.
Rivera near side, wide out, right in front of the Geneseo bench. Top of the screen will be DeKalb, number 23. Drop back to pass. With the ball, Schneider trying to get outside. And he's going to get near the sideline on that far side. Can't tell if he got out or not. Yep, they're going to stop the clock. Schneider
didn't pick up much, picked up about a yard, but he did get out of bounds, stop that clock. The clock was running. Nope.
Now they're going to start the clock.
It didn't stop. It was just a
drop back to pass, gets the ball to DeKalb. DeKalb's looking to get out of bounds. Ooh, I heard the whistle blow, and then a solid hit over there, but no flag on the play. As he'll be close to the first down, won't he? He's going to still be about 2 yards short.
They're running that. He didn't get out of bounds there again because they're running the clock again.
1:32 left.
Unless they do things different here in Streator, it looked like he got out, but
sure did, didn't
obviously not.
Geneseo comes to the line of scrimmage. Wingback comes in motion. Mitch Miller with the carry. Going to pick up the first down. That'll be enough to stop the clock as he moved the down markers. Geneseo needs to get up and get right to the huddle.
Minute and 13 seconds here in the first half. Leafs driving, and the ball is going to be about the 25-yard line.
Coach just calls the play in from the sideline.
They're going to snap the ball before they set the chains here. Okay.
Schneider goes under center.
He wound the clock before the chains were set. That's killer.
Throw over JJ's head out here at the 20-yard line, incomplete. That'll stop the clock, and Geneseo will be able to regroup in the huddle here before their next play, as the clock will not start until the ball snapped.
That ball was thrown just a little too high, but JJ actually had a couple steps on the defender, and that would have been a nice setup. Picked up a few yards, got out of bounds. Minute and 7 seconds.
21-0, Maple Leafs on top, working on some things here right before halftime. DeCap goes out wide to the right side for the Leafs.
This is good work on the 2-minute drill.
Mitch Miller's out there right beside him. Wingback is on that same side also. Inside counter play to Derek Mitchell, and he's tackled for no gain.
We're going to have to burn a timeout here. 59 seconds.
It'll be third
on the clock.
Third and 10 for the Leafs.
Yeah, we're going to have to burn a timeout. Talk this one over. You really don't want this drive to stall. It's, again, not in field goal range. What is that, 42 yards? That's a tough field goal.
That's a long one, yep.
That's a tough field goal, although Klaus is really kicking that ball pretty close, and they are dead center. He's got a hot foot tonight.
The wind is going almost directly from the west to the east, so there will be no assistance by the wind either way.
The easy thing to do is just pick up your first down, get them on their heels, pick up a touchdown, go into halftime, have a nice little happy talk.
Oh, I'm sure there's some negatives going on. Things you got to work on.
Things you got to work on. But
positive reinforcement.
Yeah, positive reinforcement. But there's always things you got to work on, and this is a game you got to work on them.
Yep. Out they come as Geneseo breaks the huddle. They're led up to the line of scrimmage by Seth Daniels, number 52.
You work on different things in week 8 than you work on in week 1.
Yep. Flanked by Burton and Johnson. Luxmore, Huffman. Wide receiver right side to Cap. Looking to get a convoy out in front of Derek Mitchell. Ooh, slips and falls a little bit as he tries to go through his wall of blockers. They'll be short of the first down. Clock's on the move. Geneseo's going to go right to the ball.
It is going to be 4th down, and they are not going to. They obviously can't stop the clock to move the chains.
First down going to be picked up by Mitchell. He's still on his feet. Going to be inside the 10-yard line, or right at the 10-yard line, and that will stop the clock for a first down with 34 seconds left in this first half.
34.1, and the Leafs are driving here on. It's going to be. They're going to drop the yard marker, so it's going to be inside the 10.
The nose of that ball is just inside the 10-yard line.
Right on the 10. 31-30. 29.
Gives the ball to Burris. Burris is going to score. Touchdown, Geneseo. Burris off that left side, just like he scored earlier. Just about one arm tackle he ran through and scored for the touchdown, Maple Leafs.
Looked just like the last touchdown.
Be the 5th caller to the Roman's Pizza every time Geneseo scores a touchdown and win a free large 2-topping pizza. What do you want me to say?
Live listeners only.
Live listeners only. Must be redeemed within 1 week. 944-6171.
Extra point here, attempt by Klaus.
Another hold. Jaeger kicks up, splits the upright. Good to make the score 28-0 Maple Leafs.
I think you could set a bucket over there where all those extra points are landing, and they're landing in the exact same spot. That is automatic.
You're right there. It looks like, is that some kind of,
it's pole ball pit.
Is it right there? Okay.
But they're landing, just going right beyond it, directly dead center of the goalpost and landing right there in the exact same spot each time. I love it. That's consistency.
So the Green Machine, a little bit of a 2-minute offense preparation right there, did a nice job of using their timeouts, throwing the ball, running the ball. That was a 9-play, 54-yard drive, 2 minutes and 2 seconds used up here in the second quarter. 9-yard touchdown run by Burris. PAT was good by Claus to make the score 28-0 with 22 seconds left here in the first half.
Okay, we
Fans
got
having some fun here with the T-shirts being thrown out.
Got a shirt right in front of us. Maybe that was Anna. Threw that one up. Somebody's got to have a long arm down there.
Here's a kick by Claus. He's going to go with the onside kick once again. That ball still bouncing around the ground. And I believe Geneseo, Streator got that one back.
That was close. Streeter's going to have it. Who is almost there? Coaster was almost on that one.
Number 1, Turner for Streator. Recovers that ball.
Either way, that's a tough ball to return.
Yep. Good onside kick.
Good situation right there. If you get the ball, that's good. If they get the ball, it's still another 32-yard line. They got a long field to go in 20 seconds.
28-0. Leaves defense loosening up just a little bit, more of a prevent. Gives the ball to back deep in the backfield. And we stopped short of the first down, and the clock will keep running. No, they're going to stop. He must have been out of bounds. Picked up about 7 on the play.
Yeah, they're running it, so that's going to be it. That's going to be it for the first half.
Here from Streator after 1 half of play here. Geneseo Maple Leafs 28, the Streator Bulldogs 0.
This TV50 telecast is sponsored in part by Studio G Salon and Spa, Hazelwood Homes, Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Geneseo Telephone Company, Phoenix Interiors, Central Bank, Holland & Sons Equipment, Durian Builders, Turpins of Geneseo, Snap Fitness, Vandemore Funeral Home, Hammond Henry Hospital, Northside Rexall Drug, Protec Auto Body, Crow Ford, Stackhouse Moore Funeral Services, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize these fine businesses and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV50 telecast.
There's a kick bouncing around, picked up by Mitchell. Number 29 on the far side, brings the ball back to the 35-yard line. Geneseo take over, 1st and 10. There goes the white shirts. Urine machine on the field.
Derek looked like he had a little seam there,
Yeah,
and then he got hit, spun around, and then a host of red jerseys all of a sudden showed up.
Geneseo will break the huddle with Seth Daniels at center, flanked by number 66 and number 73. That's Jared Burton and Brian Johnson, number 66. Connor Lexmore, number 77, and Joe Huffman, number 70. Going back on this right side. Geneseo's up, gives the ball a second man through for the Leafs. Look like Burris on the carry. Picks up 3.
It's hard to avoid a letdown when you walk into halftime 28-0. It's really hard to not come out and think you're just going to, show up, snap the ball, and pick up yardage. So it's kind of a challenge for the Leafs to play just as hard now as they did in that when they had to play defense on the 7-yard line on the first possession.
Call it 2nd and 7 for the Leafs. Just underway here in the second half. Sweep play. Out wide. Mitchell with the carry. One man to beat. Still on his feet. Over the 50. Straight arm. Breaks free over the 40. Down to the 35-yard line goes Mitch Miller. He gives a stiff arm to a would-be tackler down at about the 50-yard line.
Gets up
to break free.
Gets up holding his hip. I don't know if he's holding his hip or his thigh. He's trying to shake something out of there. It did hurt on that tackle just a little bit, but broke about 3 tackles, John.
28-yard pickup on the play by Mitch Miller. The cap breaks the huddle for Geneseo, comes out wide right. Wing back on that same size, Mitchell. Burris to fullback, 3-back. Nice push up the middle that time. This time Schneider keeps the ball, and he takes it down inside the 15 to about the 13. I don't think the referees that time even caught who had the ball until he broke free.
You're going to give him a
first down
spot. haven't signaled first down yet, but yeah, there you go. I'm going to say the chains are moving.
Yeah, once again,
the chain gang is telling the official to call first down.
That's exactly what it looks like it's happening. Schneider looks him over. He goes to center. Gives the ball to first man through. Goes Burris. Burris bounces around like a pinball, but keeps going to the right direction and gets the ball down in almost to the 15-yard line, maybe the 16 we'll call it.
Two guys hit him hard. He didn't go down, and then finally somebody stuck a leg out and tripped him, I think. But picked up about 7, like you said, and it's looking good. Leafs are coming out and meeting the challenge.
Certainly are.
The challenge, of course, is to not get stagnant here and sit on a 28-0 lead. Burris again looks like he picked up the first.
Burris right up the middle, right behind the lineman up front. First down, Geneseo, be 1st and 10 from about the 11-yard line, it looks like.
They're going to
use the green machine.
Yep, they can still pick up a first down at the 1-foot line.
So we come up, DeCap will go out wide right. Don't look for him to throw the ball at this situation. 9:41 left in the third quarter. Gives the ball to Burris. Burris is going to go in for the touchdown. Untouched almost. Goes Burris.
He's picking up the points tonight.
Certainly is.
Let's give another pizza away.
Be the 5th caller to the Romas every time Geneseo scores a touchdown and win a free large 2-topping pizza. Live broadcast, viewers only. Must be redeemed within 1 week. The Romas Pizza, 944-6171.
John, we're going to say live listeners only. We're not viewing this tonight. I love giving you a hard time.
No, I know. Ooh, that was good.
Yeah, that one was not down the middle on the spot. Maybe it was hooked just a little bit and had to wait to see if that was going to curl around the goalpost, and it did. So the extra point attempt keeps them perfect.
Giving away some pizzas tonight.
35 zip. So the Leafs take the second half opening kickoff and move down in about, what did we say there, Wells, about 5 or 6 plays?
That was 6 plays, 66 yards, 3 minutes and 25 seconds to open up this second half. Capped off by a 12-yard run by Grant Burris. Kick was good by Claus to make the score 35-0.
Everything going the Leafs' way tonight, and obviously they had hoped for that coming in to an 0-7 Streator situation, and but you know you still have to earn it. You can't assume it. You have to earn it, and at this point in time, you know the Leafs have to just maintain that challenge of staying up and keep working.
Number 10 Wolak on the kick, kicks an onside-er,
and that ball's on the ground.
I don't know if Kevin wanted an onside kick or not, but it was an onside kick that worked well. It was down at the 35-yard line of Streator.
We've been more successful with that squib tonight than we have trying to kick it deep, although he did get one to bounce into the end zone.
Right.
But it's been pretty successful.
So up we come. The defense is ready to face the Streator Bulldogs as they break their huddle.
One of the things that Zach was talking about, trying to get that defensive touchdown or a turnover type touchdown, you know, if you can work up some kickoff system where you just have a decent opportunity for it to bounce off somebody's shin or chest, recover that football, that can be a game changer.
Geneseo's 3 down linemen stand up in. Deep backs block up tight. Stacked up, just a pile of defenders right there. Still wrestling for yardage. There's the fullback for Streator, though. Hartgrove on the tack or on the run.
That was actually a good job of getting out of there because there was a mob there. Panacucci limps out of that pile, comes off the bottom of the pile. We got to give him credit for a tackle, but he is limping. Kind of trying to stretch that thing out a little bit.
That's that same ankle that's been bothering him.
Well, he's stretching like it might be in the leg or something.
More of a cramp, maybe?
I don't know. Anyway, Panacucci and Johnson and Strawhacker, the big 3 in the middle. Rivera, the linebacker, and Michael Daniels at the other.
Second and 8.
Line up in the front.
Crossbuck action in the backfield. They're going to pass the ball.
Oh, he's open. My goodness.
Overthrown. Dalton Johnson on the coverage, about a stride behind him.
Did have a step on Dalton Johnson. A perfectly thrown ball could have been big trouble, but the ball was thrown just one step too far. Jacob Coaster checks into the ball game. Johnson's going to check out here.
That was a pretty good throw by the quarterback.
Get some fresh legs on that. Dalton Johnson had to run an all-out sprint on that play. That was actually a nice arm, and it just was one stride too far. Otherwise, Streator would have got opportunity to put some points on the board.
3rd and 7 for Streator at their own 37-yard line. Wide receiver goes out wide to the left side. 2 receivers out that same side. Rolling the coverage along with Coaster.
Oh!
Quarterback gets sacked. Oh, he may have fumbled the ball. Now they're going to call him down. I think it looks like
Craig. That's Craig.
Tyler Craig with the sack. Barons is back there along with JJ to help him out. Loss of moves the ball back to the 30-yard line.
Had kind of a timing blitz, and he timed it. He's about 3 yards off the ball from that middle linebacker spot. Timed it perfectly. Crossed the line of scrimmage just as the ball was snapped and beat the quarterback back to the spot.
They go into punt formation. This guy come across every time. He'll set himself. They will punt the ball. Knuckleball. Not going to be catchable. Hits at the 46-yard line and rolls to about the 50. Right on the 50-yard line it'll be. And Geneseo's offense will come out with 7:52 left in the 3rd quarter, up by the score of 35-0.
That ball took some crazy bounces. It looked like a football out there. It looked like it was going to come backwards, and then it went forward and end up on the 50-yard line. The Leafs get great field position to start from with a 35-0 lead. I think they have scored on every possession. I would have to say that, out of 6 possessions, they scored on 5. Turned the ball, and in the 5th possession, they drove the ball down the field. So they've looked very good offensively. Obviously, the 0 on the board says they've looked very good defensively, so it's all Geneseo tonight.
Matt Rowley comes in to do the quarterbacking now, it looks like, here with 7:52 left in the 3rd quarter.
It's always good to get some people, some reps in there. You never know when somebody goes down.
Timeout's going to be taken by Geneseo. They have quite a few new personnel in there in the backfield.
Got Dalton Johnson.
Coaster in there.
Coaster in there at the backfield along with Burris. Going to have a timeout, make sure we got everything.
There's not that many new ones, just a couple new ones. The linemen up front stay the same.
Zach Tabor checks in, I believe, at one of the end spots.
35-0 Maple Leafs on top here with 7:52 left in the 3rd quarter. Geneseo's been impressive tonight against the Streator team that 0-7 on the season.
And I like this. You know, the game is well out of hand, of course, at 35-0. But he's got some people in there that this is a depth. This isn't just taking their turns. I was joking about that earlier. But this is really about building depth, making sure that if somebody goes down, you got somebody who can step up in that spot. And they want to give them a fair chance.
Where they can succeed.
Put them in a place where they can succeed. And he took the time to make sure they were doing things right, going to succeed.
With the fullback with a carry, Burris up the middle, gets almost to the 35. They're going to mark him right at the 35. Picks up 5 on the play.
Rather than just throwing some kids out there, and if they make it, fine. If they don't, well, that's okay too. He wanted to make sure they put him in a good position. So they check in. Brad Schulte checks in at the end spot. Yeah, for Zach Tabor. So once again, trying to build some depth. You never know what the situation might demand later on down the road.
2nd and a long 5. Dalton Johnson with the carry. He's on his feet. He's going to go to the house. Got one man to beat. Rolls off that block. Touchdown, Dalton Johnson.
No flags on the field. And when you call one man to beat,
45-yard run by Johnson.
You call one man to beat, and he beat that one man. A little spin move, and he was off to the races.
Be the 5th caller of La Roma's Pizza. Every time Geneseo scores a touchdown and win a free large 2-topping pizza. Live viewers only.
Listeners.
Live listeners only. Can't figure out what finger you have or what's there.
That's just a little fun game we're playing tonight. 41-0, going for 42 here. That brings a running clock on. Gives us an opportunity to.
Kicks up.
Oh, ooh,
good.
He did. Oh, same thing.
Looks like it's curling a little bit, doesn't it?
Well, it does curl a little bit. And at the other end of the field, he kept hitting the same spot, which is right down the middle. At this end of the field, he's hitting the same spot. which is off to the left just a little, but they all count. Still 6 for 6 on the night.
Maple Leafs
in the extra point department, so set 42-0, and that means the clock will roll.
From Streator here. I'm John Rowland with Bob Pettit, bringing you all the action with the help of Will Zandel with the stats.
Only in the third quarter here, 7 minutes and 12 seconds left, a lot of time left.
2 plays, 50 yards, 13 seconds on that drive, 45-yard touchdown run by Dalton Johnson with the claws with the PAT to make the score 42-0.
Obviously that clock's going to start going a little faster here with a 42-point lead. Not stopping for out of bounds and moving the chains and that sort of thing. It stops only on timeouts.
Wolak with the kick, another onside kick. Ooh, nice bounce. The guys fell on it right away. Couldn't get that bounce like he wanted, but Kevin, nice kick to set him up at the 33-yard line. First and 10 for Streator.
The boys in the wedge there are instructed not to run with football. He's got a number 65, and that means you can't run with the football, I think. Caught that ball, and there wasn't anybody within 10 or 15 yards yet. He could have probably taken 2 steps, but he just dropped to the knees.
Number 65, Josh Hoch. He was, what is he, 6'4", 225 pounds.
Yeah, he's the left tackle. I still would like to see him run just to see what he could do.
Try to get some of the new shirts in there that we called their names. Hoon on the tackle that time.
Yeah, Landon Hoon trying to pull him backwards, and we got like Michael Daniels and
Caleb Billier. Billier's out there along with the.
I couldn't see
Travis
the number.
Acker.
That looks like Alex Mueller in there. He does. It's Alex Mueller.
Number 60.
Yeah, that had his helmet on his numbers, pushing him back.
So picked up about 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6 for Streator.
Barron's still in the middle, and Craig's still in the middle. Hoon
Walks up like a linebacker. Nice play by the defense. Gives them maybe a couple yards. Ben did not break. It'll bring up 3rd down and probably 2. To me, it's called 3rd down and 3 for the Bulldogs.
Michael Daniels comes off the bottom of the pile. Billier also in that tackle, as we already mentioned. And
42-0. Maple Leafs up on top here.
Got a lot of fresh bodies in there, but these aren't just guys taking their turn. These are the guys that are building the depth chart right here. Daniels knocks.
Geneseo sends everybody.
Daniels just knocked that offensive end into the backfield about 3 yards. Drove him right into the back, made the tackle, and it is going to be.
It's going to be 4th down.
4th and about 4. Outstanding play on 3rd down. Drove him right into the backfield. We're not going to relent any ground on that one.
Back deep will go Rowley along with Dalton Johnson. They both stand down near the 30-yard line, 35-yard line. And there's a man back across the formation as they have every time. Fake.
Got it.
They did run the fake.
They did.
And we got the 1st down at the 30 or 46-yard line, 1st down.
They've been running that back and forth, trying to keep people on the move. Just a short snap. It wasn't. It was not snapped to the punter. It was a short snap, right up the middle. Nothing fancy. 1st down. Clock is running though. See how quick that clock runs? We
moves right along now.
We called that at 17 minutes and something. Now we're down to 4 minutes and 7 seconds.
1st and 10 for Streator. Drops back to pass.
Not going very far now.
Sacked. On the sack back there on the bottom of the pile. It looks like might be Mueller got off the bottom of the pile. I believe it was. Loss of about 5 on the play. Moves the ball back to the 40-yard line.
I think that was Travis Akers that had, had a grip on him too. I was trying to figure out who exactly that was. Had to check the number when he turned around, but I'm thinking that's spun him around.
High backs in the backfield.
Politely threw him to the ground.
Running back with the ball, carried it, tackled by Rowley at the 45-yard line. He'll bring up a 3rd down and 10.
Getting back to the original line of scrimmage, Craig also pulls up from the middle there. Tyler Craig back in that middle linebacker spot. Had him.
He and Barron's in the linebacker position. Interior linebackers.
Barron's seldom leaves. Pretty much a fixture in that middle there.
Yep. Wide receiver out wide, right side, left side of Geneseo's defense.
Seldom did you not come off the pile.
Now they're going to take the pass. Well, they're going for a screen play.
It's a screen, and he's wide open. He's looking like, oh.
And brought down. They fumbles the ball, and Streator scoops it up. And knocked out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Kind of a goofy play as the ball was fumbled.
Very goofy
after
play.
The screen play.
He had moved that ball right about to the sticks for 1st down yardage. Fumbled the ball, and number 44 picks up the football. Lumbers down the field, and they're back in potential scoring position here at the 13-yard line.
It's a strange play there. It'd be 1st and
once
10
again,
from the 11.
The Leafs have a lot of fresh bodies in there. Caleb Billiard over here on the defensive right tackle. A lot of fresh bodies in there trying to get that. Now that's
not going to do nothing there.
We're going to have to call out about 7 names if we're going to call down the tacklers here.
Got Barons to start with, Panacucci,
Akers again, Billiard in on that.
So loss of about 2 yards on the play. Minute 30 left in this 3rd quarter. Geneseo's up by a score of 42-0.
That's Mueller in the at the nose tackle.
Panacucci and Billiard at the tackles. Akers and Daniels at the end position. Spread the field out with receivers. Gonna go sweep play. Nice play that time by Daniels. Nice play.
Oh my goodness.
Michael Daniels
again. Oh, we got a flag here. Are they going to call a horse collar on that? Are you kidding me?
Certainly had his jersey out.
No, they're going to call offensive. It's going to be something offensive.
No, they're going to call horse collar. One ref on the far side.
No, we're going to have one of each. There's a flag on each side of the field.
Holding that side. Gonna offset. Good call, Bob. You had it all the way. Nice play, though, by Mr. Daniels there.
Which means they're going to repeat the down. Those penalties offset each other. Clock rolling here. Right down about the end of the 3rd quarter. Boy, that 7 minutes went fast once we scored that 42-second point.
9 seconds they just set on the clock in this 3rd quarter remaining. They're going to try to get the play off.
Got it. Got the snap.
Quarterback's looking to throw the ball. Incomplete. They're going to throw a flag again.
They're going to get a roughing the passer play on that one.
Incomplete pass downfield, and they're going to call a penalty on Geneseo for roughing the passer, I believe.
Michael Daniels and
no, they're going to call holding. They're going to call holding on Streator.
I say that wasn't very rough. If they want to call a roughing on that one.
And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
A lot of pressure again by Akers and Michael Daniels.
Yes, it was.
This TV50 telecast is sponsored in part by Studio G Salon and Spa, Hazelwood Homes, Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Geneseo Telephone Company, Phoenix Interiors, Central Bank, Holland & Sons Equipment, Durian Builders, Turpins of Geneseo, Snap Fitness, Vandemore Funeral Home, Hammond Henry Hospital, Northside Rexall Drug, Protec Auto Body, Crow Ford, Stackhouse Moore Funeral Services, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize these fine businesses and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV50 telecast.
Welcome back as we get set to start this 4th quarter of action here from Streator. Streator's far sideline is very sparse now as far as fans in the stands for him as Geneseo is up by the score of 42-0 here as we get ready to start the fourth quarter with a continuous clock.
There's 12 minutes left to go here in this fourth quarter. Starting time. They don't run the clock through the quarter. But once it starts rolling, it moves pretty good. Leafs started the ball game with a defensive stand down inside the 7-yard line, their own 7-yard line after an opening kickoff was returned. And then now they have a challenge down there around the ball was about the 13-yard line, and they have withheld any advancement by Streator, and it's 4th and 10 at the 13-yard line. Is that correct? 14-yard line?
Now a timeout's being called by Streator.
It's actually 4th and 11. So they've actually lost a yard in the first 3 downs. And there was one play called back on offsetting penalties that really was going to be a loss.
A big loss, yes.
So now are we on another TV timeout out there, or
another TV timeout, I believe. We'll keep it here live though.
We thought they were going to start the fourth quarter, and then we had to talk about it again. So Leafs come back on the field. Leafs defense, they stand up against a 4th and 11 here, trying to get their second red zone stop of the game. The opening possession by Streator, and now this one.
They'll send 2 receivers out wide to the right side. Rowley and Johnson on the coverage there. Now they walk off a little bit deeper. Looking to throw in the corner. It's going to be close to the end zone and short of the goal line.
Oh, it's going to be very close to a first down, though, because they can get a first down inside, and they're going to get a first down inside the 1-yard line.
That's right at the goal line.
Once again, Geneseo working on things, and that's one of the things that we really wanted to try to stand up and stop that 4th and 11, and they picked up 12, put that baby right down in scoring position. First to go.
Let's see if Geneseo's defensive front will shift. Streator with the touchdown. Touchdown, Streator Bulldogs.
No pizzas on this one.
Nope.
Sorry. We talked earlier, John, that the Bulldogs are averaging about 6 points a game, maybe 7, 40-some points on the season, and most of them scored in the fourth quarter. And as true to form, that's what happens again tonight. 42-0 lead by Geneseo is cut to 42-7 here with 10 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter.
Referee's timeout. Another discussion there, right at the over the top of the football.
Have you ever seen a bunch of guys that want to talk about it? You got to get the call right.
Yep.
Got to get the call right.
So
I like the way they sprint to the center. Oh, that was an ugly kick.
No good, because it didn't get 10 foot in the air.
It's a good thing that Geneseo didn't have a hard rush, or it might have hit him in the face.
Right. Well, I thought we were going to get it, run past it almost.
10 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. And the Streator finally draws blood after Geneseo had taken a 42-0 lead.
And the clock is on the move.
Clock is rolling. It's just a matter of time here, and that Worcester bus is going to go down the highway. I'm really giving them a lot of plugs tonight.
I think they're wanting the clock to stop. I guess not. They're going to let it run.
I don't think it does stop. It stops at timeouts and quarter, I believe, and injuries.
So Streator looking for the kickoff team to come out. Geneseo looks like they have their hands team out there. They're looking for the onside kick.
Geneseo cheerleaders working on their throws. Bodies this time, not footballs and T-shirts.
Let's see if Streator will go with the onside.
At least this track, I walked on it earlier, John. It's a little bit soft. If they were to drop somebody, at least they'd bounce.
little delay here on the field. Now Streator going to kick the ball off. That's going to roll down and out of bounds. No, it's not going to run. Yeah, it does run out of bounds. And they'll move the ball back out to the 35-yard line.
J.J. Rivera had that one covered all the way.
J.J. had thoughts of picking it up and running with it.
He was hoping he'd get the run of kickoff back.
So Geneseo's offense comes on the field with the clock on the move with 8:48 left in the ball game.
Clock rolling.
Different jerseys out there trying to get some names. 64, Blake Rusk is on the field. The senior, 6 foot, 205 pounds. He's out there along with number 57, Blake Whitmer at center position. Up we come, quarterback Yeager.
Nice.
Yeah, nice run that time.
Nice blocking over there against some people that don't play an awful lot. Mueller out in front of him.
Nate Johnson on the run.
Nate Johnson on the run. And as you mentioned,
Cody Morris maybe on that far side also.
Nathan Yeager at the quarterback spot. Zach Tabor was in on the offensive end and checks out. Try to get some of these guys as soon as we can see some numbers.
Looks them over. First and 10, sweet play. Nice kick out block there, head of the runner. On the carry that time for the Leafs. Number 27, Coaster.
Coaster moves some bodies out of there. We got Blake Rusk in there at one of the guard spots. John Solberg checks in. Yeager brings him up to the line.
2nd and 4. Let me carry that. Ooh, up at his head. Looked like a face mask almost. No call. Salmons with the carry.
Got Shane Dixon in there in the offensive line.
Tackled by Seth Spangler of Streator. 2nd in the yard, or 3rd in the yard for the Leafs. Ball sits at the 44-yard line of Streator. 6:54 left on the clock in the ball game. Continuous clock now.
Reese Salmon still in the ball at the fullback spot.
Sweet play. Johnson with the carry. Got some blockers in front of him. Moves a pile forward. Nice job by the guys up front. Moves the ball down to the 37-yard line.
Yeager, after the pitch, fed through the hole. Throws a nice block. We got some good blocking quarterbacks.
Yes, we do.
That's one of the keys to our system. They do a nice job leading through the hole.
1st and 10. Leafs at the 37-yard line of Streator. 6:24 left in the ball game. First man through is going to get the ball. Johnson's going to fall forward. They're going to get a nice pickup of maybe 6 yards on the carry.
Again, Solberg in on the throwing a block in there. I got
Jacob Stimes checks in.
Jacob Miller checks in.
Second and 5. Flag on a play.
Chris Olson in at the right guard position.
Jacob Miller with the carry. They got whistled dead. Number 18. Asa Shackelford checks in.
Stimes checks out. Shackelford brings the play in. Hope I'm not cheating somebody on that far side, but my eyes can't see quite far enough.
Nice block by 53 out in front. Jacob Miller with a carry. Ooh, about breaks that one free.
I tell you, the guy I was missing over there was number 58, Cody Morris, at the right tackle spot, and he laid a nice block out there.
Yep.
Pushed his man inside, drove him about 2 yards off the line of scrimmage, opened up a hole, and Leafs get a first down.
5 minutes left on the clock here, in the continuous clock here in the second half. 42-6. Maple Leafs up on top.
Nice job by these guys coming in here, putting their time in practice and get some playing time.
Might be a seam here.
Here we go.
Into the corner.
Here we go.
That's Coaster, touchdown. I believe it was Coaster on the carry, number 27 for the Maple Leafs. Jacob Coaster, senior, 17-yard touchdown run. Jacob Coaster. Boy, you got to the corner.
We can give another.
Go ahead, you can do it.
We can give another piece. You got to be the 5th caller here to Rome Pizza. Every time Geneseo scores a touchdown, win a free large 2-topping pizza. We're going to have live listeners only. Must be redeemed this week.
Jacob Ron on to do the PAT attempt. Junior, 5'8". Kicks up. Nice kick. Good by Ron. They put another point on the board, 49-6 Maple Leafs.
We've had 3 kickers in this game.
Certainly have,
To this
yeah.
point, we've got an arsenal of kickers in the system. A lot of men can accurately put that baby through the uprights.
Looks like Kevin Woolite's going to be the kickoff duties here this time.
Kevin has been kicking for the sophomore group and performed extremely well this year. Leg getting stronger, considerably stronger than last year, and it's good to see that improvement.
Clock is still on the move here with 3:30 left in the ball game.
Game goes quick. Coach Hofer goes out and has a talk with his specialty team here and said, hey, this game's not over, let's play hard. I'm not sure if that's what he said.
I'm not
just
sure.
Just guessing.
Kevin goes in the huddle there and gets them ready to go. Kevin with a big runoff here to open it up. Nice knuckleball kick down the field by Kevin. Now it's a scrum in the middle of the field and brought down at the 35-yard line. Geneseo's kickoff team did a nice job to stymie that one.
They've got an offensive tackle, that Josh Hooch, that recovered the last kickoff, and that one hit him right in the hands, bounced off his chest, and he almost got an opportunity to return again. We just talked about it. I'd like to see if that guy could run just a little bit, and he might have got, he's very close to another opportunity. Some of the Leaf fans are running with the running clock and they're starting to head out, it looks like, maybe just a little bit, and they think this might be over at 49-6. 2 minutes and 14 seconds left to go here. You know, this is that's a decent crowd that Geneseo brought here.
Nice gang tackle there by the unit of Geneseo. On the bottom there, looks like number 55 is going to have his number called, Tyler Craig.
We got a lot of the names that we've been calling. Caleb Billiers at the one tackle. And
his near side tackle would be 50.
Is that Mueller in the middle? Who we got in the middle?
Mueller in the middle, yes.
Yeah.
Here we go, inside a minute 30 left in the ball game. Big counter play, big hole opened up there.
He may
have a chance to get down the field. One man to beat at the 20-yard line. Streeter's going to take it to the house for a touchdown. Number 48. 64-yard run by Finney.
That's not a little fella running that ball down there, but he had about a 10-yard lead on everybody, and, and he ended up with a 2-yard lead.
Yep.
That's all you need, though, just one step. Minute and 2 seconds left to go. Clock still rolls right through the extra points. I'm not sure if the way this is going, we even get to kick off.
Inside a minute.
But the outcome, only the score is yet to be determined. The outcome is not in doubt. The Leafs 47-12 at this point.
They're going
going for 2.
Didn't get it though.
John, it's been fun being with you again tonight. I'm going to give this to Zach Mackey.
That's pretty much going to do it for the ball game with 23 seconds clicking off the clock here.
We're getting getting all situated here, but as the time clicks down, quite a game. We saw a lot of these green machiners here. Really were able to bring it tonight with, 49-12. That's quite the game, and it kind of solidified that offense. We've been kind of worried about putting up 49 points. We know that they can do it, and they can shove it right in your face, and take it down the field with, their longest of that 98-yard. And the defense, basically pitched a shutout and got some other guys in there, and and Streator was able to put 2 touchdowns in. But, defense did a phenomenal job tonight, too. And it was just a great team effort.
Right.
Everybody got into the game. And on both sides of the ball, you really saw, a lot of heart out of the Green Machine. And and really playing fantastic.
Certainly did tonight, and I didn't think see any type of injuries, of any significance that on the sidelines or from up here. I didn't see anything, and certainly a good way to come out of this game when you get a blowout such as it was of 49-12, that no one gets hurt and everybody's ready to go for next week in that game against LP at LP in the final game of the regular season.
Yeah, that's going to be a big one next week. A big Northern Illinois Big 12 matchup there. LP and Geneseo. I mean, you know, you have to see how scores work out, but you could be playing for a conference championship right there at that game, and that's going to be a big one down there in LP.
Geneseo moves a record of 5-3 on the season with this big victory of 49-12 over the Streator Bulldogs.
Yeah, it was nice to see that Maple Leafs were able to, whenever they had to, take over a game here as they did tonight. They were able to take over the game and show Streator what we were all about.
Certainly was. So that's pretty much going to wrap it up for us here tonight from Streator. With the help of Greg's, well, we'll do a few stats here before we close it down. For Geneseo side of the ball, Mitch Miller had 14 carries for 113 yards. Grant Burris, 12 carries for 84. Mitch Miller had 12 carries for 82. Dalton Johnson, 1 carry for 45. Schneider, 4 carries for 29. Jacob Coaster, 2 carries for 23. Nate Johnson, 2 carries for 18. Jacob Miller had 1 rush for 11. And Reese Salmons had 2 carries for 8 yards. Passing the ball, Schneider was 4 of 7 for 49 yards. DeCap caught all 4 of those balls on the evening, a long of 23. The leading rusher for Streator was Finley, number 48, had 2 rushes for 63 yards on the night. Passing the ball, or on the team, as for his team, Geneseo rushed the ball for 413 yards on the evening to the rushing of Streator of 96 yards. Passing the ball, Olsen for Streator was 3 of 7 for 40 yards on the evening. Team stats, Geneseo with 32 first downs to Streator 6. Rushing the ball, Geneseo had 413 yards rushing to Streator's 96, and a big chunk of that came here in this last play of the game. Passing the ball, Geneseo 47 to Streator's 40 yards. Total offense for Geneseo 462 yards on the night to Streator's 136. Fumbles, Streator had 2 fumbles, lost 1. Penalties, Geneseo only had 2 penalties for 13 yards on the night to Streator's 4 penalties for 35. Punting, Geneseo did not punt on the evening, and Streator had 3 punts for an average of 28 yards.
Yeah, you see those stats right there. They're really over on the Green Machine side. So you know both tell the same story there as a scoreboard.
Well, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for us from Streator. I'd like to thank the help of Greg Smith and the WGRG crew back in the studio for getting us on the air, for Ron Hartman and Geneseo Communications for providing TV50's internet streaming, for your sideline reporter Zach Mackey for all your help and insight as to what's going on down on the field. Statisticians Willis Andel and John Buzzell, technical coordinator Keith Kennett, and also with the help of Mark Mossberger this evening to help us out here in the broadcast. And that's pretty much going to wrap it up for us here this evening from Streator. Geneseo Green Machine moves to the record of 5-3 with the finishing score of tonight's game of 49-12 over the Streator Bulldogs. Thanks for listening. Good evening. We will catch you next week from LP.